Hello, family. It is the Solution Counter again. I am Francesca. Thank you for joining me again today. If this message is helpful for you, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Definitely share if you have friends like mine. The topic or what I wanted to talk about is turning the other cheek. I had a friend that I talked to about this, and my friend was like, no, if someone tries to slap me, I am not turning the other cheek, I'm turning a fist. But we all know that that's not really what that scripture is talking about in Matthew, where Jesus tells us to turn the other cheek if someone was to hit you on your right cheek. Okay, so when we go back to the Eastern cultures, when Jesus was speaking, basically the right hand was the clean hand. They used that hand for eating. And it was also a better thing to, if you slap someone, you slap them with your right hand on the right cheek. And basically when he was saying right cheek, it was letting us know that the person used their right hand, which is the clean hand. The left hand is considered the nasty hand. Okay, so we won't go into what that hand is used for. But however, if someone was to hit you on your right cheek, which represents, or which means that they hit you with the back hand of their right, or with the back of their right hand, excuse me. Basically Jesus was saying, turn the other cheek to see if they will hit you on the left side, which in that time brought about danger for the bully or the person that slapped with their left hand. So Jesus was not telling us to succumb to violence because violence was being done to us. Jesus was telling us to rise above violence and to respond in a better way, a way that would get people to basically staying there like getting yourself in trouble. You just got set up to get in trouble, because if you hit someone on their left cheek, you've gotten in trouble. But when we bring it forward, there was a story. This Bishop Robert, I can't remember the last name, but he told the story of Bishop Tutu of South Africa. He said that there was a white man that came along Bishop Tutu's path, and he told him to move out of the way because he doesn't make way for gorillas. Bishop Tutu said, I do. And he moved out of the white man's way. And that's what Jesus wants us to do. He wants us to stand up for ourselves and respond cleverly, correctly. And also, this doesn't go against the ways of the government, So spiritually, you're correct. Physically, you're correct. Mentally, you're correct. When you think back on the things that you've done, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't say anything wrong. You just responded. And I remember a situation that I had with one of my managers who had taught me some things. However, the way that the manager taught me was incorrect, totally incorrect. And the manager had something to say about it. And there were people around, so the manager was talking about the work that I was doing, in which she had taught me. And I just looked at her. And I said, well, you're a great manager. And of course, we all know that was sarcasm. But if anyone was to go back and repeat what I said she was a great manager. Okay, but I stood for myself. And of course, the manager knew what I was saying. However, I said what I said. She knew exactly what I meant. I stood for myself, and we had to go over things and we all had to be retrained. We all had to make sure that she was teaching us correctly. So there were people that began to oversee her because of what she had taught to the rest of us in this position. And that's what he wants us to do. He doesn't want us walking around like punks, being scared or being timid. He doesn't want any of that for us, but he wants us to effectively stand correctly for ourselves and respond with rightness. There is nothing wrong with you responding to these low-level vibes that are walking this earth with us, okay? And we have to remember that a lot of times we are picked at because we are vibing very high. And we also have to remember that when we vibe high, we are attracting low vibes as well. These jealous people, these bitter people, these insecure people, these people who speak bad prophecies on themselves, saying how they can't achieve greatness, how opportunities never come to them, how they never get a shot, how they were just dealt a bad hand, or they get nothing but lemons in life. I mean, we have to remember that we attract these people. Now, how to deal with these people who that cause us to have to turn the other cheek. We have to remember who we are. It always starts with us. It always starts with us. We have to remember who we are. We have to remember who we belong to. We have to remember what spirit resides in us. Okay? We have to be discerning. And right now on this earth, you can feel it. There is a high vibe. Intuition is off the charts. Let's just say people are waking up out of the matrix. Okay? People are waking up, and it is a beautiful thing. However, it is a very hard thing, because there are some people who are still asleep that want you to be a part of the status quo, and if you're not, they're causing you to have to turn the other cheek, right? So know who you are. Okay? Love yourself first. Love yourself. Respect yourself, because with these two things, no matter how someone treats you, you're going to remember you first. Number one, uno, you're going to remember you first, and you will not disrespect yourself. Okay? So remember you, love you, respect you. So think about it. When you respond to something, your name is stamped on it. Your character, your personality is stamped on it. Okay? Anything you've ever done, you don't want to hinder that walk. So when you remember yourself and you respect yourself, you respond correctly to these people that are vibing very, very low. And that's what they want to do. They want to bring you down. Another thing you want to do is you want to have patience. Go within. You are a high viber. You are an empath. You are a light worker. You are a starseed. You are an indigo child. This is happening because you are who you are. This is who you were born to be. This is who you're walking into, like it or not. Okay? So remember these things. Go within. Okay? So when this person comes to you and they want to slap you, just metaphorically speaking, they want to slap you on their right cheek, go within. Okay? Alright? You have to tell yourself, okay, let's respond to this thing correctly. Let's think about what was just said or done. Okay? Did I do anything to warrant this? How do I respond to this thing? How do I think about this thing? How do I comprehend what has happened? Okay? How should this correctly be perceived? What spirit is talking to me through that person? And of course, once you get used to doing these things, that process goes very, very fast. You pretty much feel it before it even starts to talk. You feel that spirit. I mean, immediately. There are times where I hear a no before a person even starts to walk towards me, or I hear a no as the person is walking towards me. It's just something about a person's walk. You already know the answer is no. Okay? The answer is don't deal with it, walk the other way. So another thing that we have to do is we have to be patient. Okay? We have to let people know this is how you would treat me because of the way I treat myself. Okay? So in the process of all of these things, where you know yourself, you're loving yourself, or you're respecting yourself, you're being patient, you're going within. Okay? You learn how to respond to these low-level people, because what can happen is these low-level people can cause you to start wondering, what did I do? Oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Okay, I should have did this to them. I should have did that. Now, whatever it was that you had going on in your day has completely been tarnished. It's over. Okay, now you're going to sleep wishing you had have done whatever you planned to do. I mean, you feel like time is lost. You don't feel like you learned a lesson. You feel like time is lost. So this is why he's telling us to turn the other cheek. Respond correctly and go on about your day. Respond correctly and stick to the plan that you had. When you woke up, you declared, you decreed your day. Okay? You meditated, you spoke over your life, and I know you did because you're a starseed. Okay? Because you're a light worker. You're here to make the planet a better place. So I know you did. Okay? So you have to remember these things so that you can respond correctly, so you can turn the other cheek. All right. So I hope that this was very helpful to you as far as today, what it means to turn the other cheek and go the other way. I mean, it's a different vibe. These days, it's a very different vibe. This is what we talk about, the high vibes. Let's face it, it's not high vibes only. You have to be prepared for the enemy. You have to be prepared for the bully. You have to be ready to respond. And you have to respond in a way that's going to make your vibration rise, not go lower than what it was. And it could be high, but it's in a matter of seconds where someone who's vibing low can turn your life or your day around. You have to be the temperature that sets all the other temperatures in a room and raises them up. You have to be. You're a light worker. You're a starseed. You're an empath. You have to be. That's what you were born to do. That's who you are. That's who you're walking into, and you're getting greater and greater. I mean, by every minute. And they see you. So they're going to attack you in any kind of way that they can. Some people are throwing rocks and hiding their hands. But you're responding correctly. And sometimes the response is no response. Sometimes that's actually the best response. I am the walk away queen. I will leave you sitting or standing wherever you are talking to yourself. We have no time for that. We have an earth to clean, one person by one person, one child by one child. Okay? We have a world to make beautiful, but it starts with our personal world first. So know who you are. Be ready to turn the other cheek to these people who are really minute to what we have going on this earth. They're really minute to the plans that God has set before us. They're minute, just period. Okay? So I hope this was helpful for you as far as turning the other cheek then versus now, you know. So we have our laws where, yeah, if somebody shoots us, we can't shoot them back. No, but today, really what that means is not letting people get you down and responding correctly, standing your ground. He wants us to stand our ground. I mean, it's in Ephesians. He's constantly saying stand, stand, stand. When the enemy attacks, stand, stand, stand. Put on the whole armor of God, stand. Stand up for yourself. You high vibers. I love you. Spirit loves you. Divine loves you. The universe loves you. You are love. Love is you. God is love. I hope and I pray that this was useful for you. It helped you. It sparked some type of interest. It sparked a thought. Anything of power, of high vibes. Okay? So you have a great day, a great morning, great evening, whatever it may be at the time of watching this video. I hope this was helpful. Please like, share, make this a part of a conversation where you're vibing high. Okay? And subscribe to the channel. I have much more to talk about. I assure you I do. I'm always thinking. Okay? Alright, well, this is the Solution Counter. I am Francesca. I will talk to you soon.